want to show you the corner of my studio where I have my goldsmithing set up, and I will just go through a small walk around. It's a tight little spot. I've got everything convenience group where I can easily reach things. Over here I've got a polishing machine. I keep rouge separated from Tripoli. Got gloves here to use with that piece of equipment. Over here I've got a little bit coarser polishing buff, and right here I've got a grinding wheel. Then I've got a steam generator. This generates steam. I'll just tap the button. This is what I use for cleaning jewelry. Hold it with rubber tongs. And I've got a nice clean sink. This is important to always keep your work environment as clean as possible. Right here I've got an ultrasonic cleaner that I can set with a timer. I've got a jar in the middle here that I put ammonia for actually cleaning the jewelry. I've got my cleaning supplies up here. Nice light above it where I can see things. Got a good towel here to keep things nice and clean and wash up. Then over on the other side of the shop, I've got back here in the back, I've got an oven, a little toaster oven. I use this for various enameling projects, and sometimes I use it for vulcanizing rubber molds. Then this piece of equipment here is a rolling mill. It's got an area to do flat stock and square stock. This is what I use to fabricate metal and bend it to the bend it and squish it to the shape that I want. Then right here I've got a wax injector so that I can inject waxes. This happens to be a bluebonnet mold. That's a state flower of Texas. And I've got a brass die. This is the state seal of Texas. And a couple of other little pieces and parts that I use for Texas related jewelry. I've got some water here to quench things off. Got the pickle solution for using when I do the goldsmithing. I've got a swing away microscope that comes over my workstation. This is my main workstation. This piece of equipment has an interchangeable section. I can put wooden bench pans, raise it and elevate it for when I'm using just an optivisor. Doing work with a microscope, I can pull this off, set it down in place. This locks everything, gives me a real solid surface to work from. I've got some soldering tweezers that I can move in just about any position. I've got a separate soldering plate that I can actually attach here. And across the bench I've just got a lot of the tools, little tweezers, calipers, pliers, and little needle files, a couple of crucibles, and I've got a block here that I'll typically put the grinding burrs and sanding discs and things that I'm using for the immediate project, so they're close at hand. Then I've got convenience grouped a few things, like this is my solder drawer. That's what I keep all of my little gold solders, silver solders, platinum solders in, so they're close at hand. And then I've got a drawer for scrap gold, little bits and pieces that we'll use today doing the two projects that we have. Got some engravers and burnishers and sharpening stone here that's close at hand. We'll use those quite a bit. And I've got various ring mandrels and little tiny tools that we'll use for parts of the project today. Got a drawer with sanding disc. You want to keep this conveniently located. And some bigger tools, pliers, hand files for some of the filing processes. I'm right-handed, so I have those located where I can easily grab them with the right hand. And then up here I've got a little torch. This is what I'll use for the fabricating and soldering stages. And then I've got two motors for a flex shaft. I have two different hand pieces on these. This one is a quick release. This is the main workpiece that I use so that I can quickly change from one bit to the next. And this piece has a Jacob's chuck, and I've got an attachment, an all-set attachment on it where I can precision set diamonds and gemstones. One of the things that is really important in a goldsmith shop is to have a nice chair. Now, albeit this may not be the fanciest chair that you've ever seen, but one of the most important things is to make yourself comfortable. Everybody is built a different way. I've got this chair set up where it's very comfortable for me. You're going to be sitting for long hours and very tedious hours at that. So you want to make sure that your chair fits you. The next thing you want to make sure is that your bench is at a height that's very comfortable for you. You want to be able to sit as upright as possible rather than hunched over, and have your collection tray just above your lap here where you're not pinched. From this position I can swing my microscope into place and do a lot of precision work in a very comfortable upright position. That's a key element in making yourself feel comfortable. You'll be able to work for a little bit longer period of time, and that makes the whole experience a lot more pleasurable.